On my previous video, I talked about the Starfield library in Seoul, South Korea for being the fakest library in the world. But as this commenter pointed out, there is even faker library in China, and that library is called Tianjin Binhai Library. This library is similar in many ways with the Starfield library. First is the performative aspect of going there to take pictures in this hall right here, and second is the fakeness of the books. And this is even worse than the Starfield library because these books you see here are not even three-dimensional replica of books, they are just printed images of books. So it's even worse, it's faker than the Starfield library because they are just two-dimensional representation of books. And for the last similarity is the dysfunctional architecture that does not look good and even worse than the Starfield library in my opinion. This library looks a lot worse than the Starfield mainly because the lighting, especially during the day, as you can see here on this image right here, the ambience lighting during the day is that of a bright, cool light color temperature due to the lack of natural light from the sun. While in Starfield library, you can see that the roof consists of glass that allows natural light during the day to shine the whole place, and so they don't need to use many indoor lighting at least during the day. But in Tianjin Binhai Library, because of the lack of natural light, they resorted into using some indoor lighting, and during the day that makes this library not aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. And one of the reason is the color temperature. So comment down below which one of these images is better looking. The left image is the original and the right image is where I added temperature to make it warm. I think the right one looks so much better, and I take back some of the things I said about Starfield library. In contrast with this library, if I were to look at it strictly from the appearance, the Starfield library wasn't that bad. But to this library credit, this library is a fully functional library with real books and real library system and real librarian in different areas of the building, while the centerpiece of this library is the main problem. And in my opinion, it reminds us of the culturelessness of the post-cultural revolution of China. From the project building perspective, there are explanations to why this library looked the way it is. From the website of the MVRDV, the firm that designed this library, the Tianjin Binhai Library is, and I quote, Tianjin Binhai Library is MVRDV's fastest realized project to date, taking just 3 years from the first sketch to the opening. The tight construction schedule forced one essential part of the concept to be dropped: access to the upper bookshelves from rooms placed behind the atrium. This change was made locally and against MVRDV's advice. It rendered access to the upper shelves impossible. The full vision for the Tianjin library may yet be realized. Until then, the upper shelves of the library remain empty, with perforated aluminum plates printed to represent books, a remnant of the original design. From another article on which they interviewed the main guy of this project, and I quote, "You call this fast track project your most rapid to date. The entire project was designed and built within 3 years, and I get the sense that the excavators were ready to go as soon as you had half a sketch done. What did that mean in terms of compromise along the way?" And I quote the answer: "There are pluses and minuses. The plus is that the concept was adored very quickly and there weren't many revisions. It's also nice to have a project finish much faster than usual. The disadvantage is that working with the local firm and with the city is not always smooth or easy because you need to communicate a lot and there just isn't enough time. We were sometimes surprised by their choice and we couldn't always pull things back. Sometimes we could, but not always. In one case, it was particularly unfortunate: the decision to avoid fire protection in the central space and access to the shelves that are nearest to the ceiling due to budget and timing constraints. That is a real pity. Now, only 15 of the 60 bookshelves contain actual books. The other shelves contain images of book spines. This shows the potential of the space, but we're all aware this needs work. You can read more about the backstory behind this project on the article I provided in the description. So, what can we gather from this is the communication and collaboration issues between these firms that resulted in this unfinished project that looks not good, and due to the lack of funds to finish it and local regulation that makes this project, in my opinion, not a successful one. So no matter what the economic ideology of a country is, no one is safe from the human tendency to take pictures and show off on social media. And what's more embarrassing, I guess, is that the fact that they are taking pictures in front of printed images of books. So it's not even real books. They are taking images in front of images of books. It's faker than last time, you know? All right. So anyway, as you can see here, everyone is taking a selfie. They pull their phones out, wants to take pictures, yada yada yada. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe if you're new here. If you want to suggest video ideas, please leave a comment down below. Thank you again. Peace. I'm out. Bye.